If you want a high-end Christmas look on a budget, I'm gonna share with you some of my favorite DIY Dollar Tree Christmas decor ideas.
I'm picking up this Christmas house from Dollar Tree. You can get a few of the same one like I'm doing or get several different ones. I'm also picking up this espresso colored brown acrylic paint from Dollar Tree. It's the perfect gingerbread color, and I'm using some baking soda. I'm placing the paint inside of a bowl and then adding about 1 part baking soda to 1 part paint and mixing that up with a foam brush. I was inspired by these gingerbread house place card holders I saw at Pottery Barn. I think we can make some similar ones for only a few dollars each. I'm taking my foam brush and the baking soda paint and painting the houses. You're gonna have to do about 2 to 3 coats of this paint to get the coverage that you want. Just make sure that you let the paint dry in between coats before you do another coat. Now I'm taking this Make Market puffy fabric paint. I tried all sorts of different puffy fabric paints and this one was the best one for this project. Now I'm just outlining the gingerbread houses after they're dry and highlighting all of the little trim work and the windows and the doors. You don't have to be perfect with this. You want these to look handmade and cute. That's the whole allure of this DIY. Inspired by the Pottery Barn houses, I'm adding some polka dots and some hearts on the front of this house with the puffy paint. On the roof, I'm adding some scallop detail. I found the best way to dry this puff paint is to use a hairdryer on the cool setting and just make sure to dry it as much as you can with the hairdryer. I found if I didn't do this first and let these dry sitting up straight, all of the puff paint kind of fell down. So make sure to use a hairdryer on the cool setting to dry the puff paint before you let these sit. Now I'm just taking an old IKEA serrated knife, you can also use another type of knife for this, and cutting a little slit in the top of the house to hold my place cards. Now these are really adorable sweet place cards for a Christmas morning breakfast table. For this next DIY, I'm taking these sparkly stems I found at Dollar Tree, as well as these pipe cleaners, aka chenille stems, taking a gold pipe cleaner, making it into a circle and twisting the ends together. Now I'm taking some scissors and cutting off the top parts of the sparkling greenery stem, and then adding some glue, some hot glue to the top of the circle and adding the stems onto the hot glue, layering them over one by one until the whole pipe cleaner is covered. Now I'm taking these other stems I found at Dollar Tree last year and cutting off the little gold balls. And I'm taking some hot glue and adding them to this little mini wreath. I'm gonna put 5 of these gold balls onto the wreath. Now you can use these as a really sweet decoration for your Christmas tree, or I love using them on place settings for Christmas. I love how they add some greenery and sparkle to each setting. We're gonna take this tree from Dollar Tree. We're also gonna take these microfiber cloths that I found in the auto section, taking some scissors and taking the garland off of the tree, and we'll save that for another project for later. I found out that half of this cloth fits the tree perfectly if you wrap it around on a diagonal like this. Then wrap the cloth around the tree like this. Take some hot glue, add it to the edge like I'm doing here, and then I'm just pushing it in place. You can stuff the bottom in like this and just glue or tack it in place. I'm taking the star I found at Dollarama, adding some hot glue and adding it to the top of this tree. Then I found these small gold beads at Dollar Tree and I'm adding some hot glue and placing them on the front of this little tree. Now this little fuzzy tree is a sweet addition to a Christmas centerpiece. I placed it with other trees that I had, some faux snow from Dollar Tree and some greenery for a centerpiece for our breakfast table. Now I'm taking these Christmas balls from Dollar Tree. You can get large ones or small ones or any size. I was inspired by these crate and barrel ornaments. I'm going to try to replicate them. I'm using a variety of different colors of acrylic paint, some baking soda, plus some foam brushes and bowls. I'm placing the paint inside of the bowls. I'm gonna mix my own colors here, but you can find paint that you love and just use it as is. I mixed some green, black, and white to make this soft green color, adding some white into the brown to make more of a beige, and then adding about 1 part baking soda to 1 part paint and mixing them up to once again create some nice baking soda paint. I'm taking some skewers and putting them inside the balls on some floral foam just so that I can hold these balls as they dry. Taking a foam brush and brushing that paint, that baking soda paint, all over the balls. You're gonna need 2 to 3 coats of this. Just wait for the previous coat to dry before you put the next one on. I'm doing 3 different base colors, but you can experiment with 1, 2, 3, or more. You can also use some old ornaments that you have on hand. These ones were older from Dollar Tree. They don't have to be the clear ones, they can be any color because the baking soda paint provides quite a bit of coverage for this craft. Now, before the balls are completely dry, take some cocoa powder and just kind of dab it on with a nice firm brush all over the ornaments. And then if you want, on the darker colored ornaments like this brown one here, you can also sprinkle some baking soda on top. While those are drying, you can take the tops off of the ornament and use some metallic paint. This one is a champagne gold color, and brush that on to give them a little bit more of a glam look. Once your ornaments are completely dry, take a nice stiff brush and brush any of the excess cocoa powder and baking soda off of them. Then take some metallic paint and you're gonna be dry brushing that all over the ball like I'm doing here. I'm just taking some of the paint, putting it on the brush, and then dabbing the excess off on a paper towel. And then you just gently dab that metallic paint all over the ball, just like this. I am loving how these are looking. This DIY is probably one of my favorites pretty much for this whole year. You don't have to be perfect with this step. You want to kind of make it look natural. I'm also using this bronze colored paint and adding some metallic accents with this as well. So 2 different colors of metallic paint work really well for this, just to give these some dimension. Once they're all dry, you can place the toppers back on and look how beautiful these look. I love how textured they look. I love the glimmering metallic paint on them. You can use them on your tree, of course, or you can also use them in a centerpiece like I'm doing here. I have a thrifted wooden bowl, a garland with lights on it, and I'm placing the ornaments inside for a beautiful centerpiece on my table.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed these DIY Dollar Tree ideas. Let me know down in the comments below which of these was your favorite. I would love to know. And I think you're going to love this Christmas decorating video. I'm gonna leave right up here.